Hello once again, fellow friends. We went on a little road trip and got some great fruit. We got all these blueberries, and here Madison is poking holes in all the blueberries so we can freeze dry them. Just like that. You have to poke the outer layer so it can freeze dry properly. But once these freeze dry, it's like eating a crispy chip that's good for you. And that is our discard pile that is going to the chickens. After we are all done filling up the trays, we're going to put them into the freeze dryer and turn it on. It's going to run for like a day and a half. But afterwards, you take them out and they're nice and crispy. And of course, when you're putting away the blueberries, you have to snack on them. You can't just put them away. But I like kind of how the bigger ones kind of splooge and the sugar comes out. But they are extremely good. She's telling you that you should try them. They taste like sugar because the freeze dryer magnifies the sugar and makes blueberries even sweeter. So if you like blueberries, freeze dry some blueberries and then you'll be addicted. But these are also very good if you want to make blueberry bread or blueberry muffins, or if you want to put some freeze-dried blueberries on your Frosted Flakes. Or Nathan likes to put them on his Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. But of course, always snack on them while you're putting them away. This little device is amazing. You just put it on, put your lid on, put this on, push the button. It sucks out all the air. When it starts to make a different sound, it's audible. So when it makes a different sound, then you're good, and you press the button and you pull it off. And then your lid is sealed tight. It is now airtight and shelf stable, which is amazing. And this is as many as we got. She's telling you that is her snacking jar. She's not sealing that one up. She's going to eat it. It lasted maybe 2 hours. We're going to take 3 of those containers and we are going to put them right here into our pot. We're going to make some blueberry jelly, jam, preservatives, whatever you'd like to call it. It's great on toast and bagels. Madison helps with this part, but once it starts to get really bubbly and whatnot, I don't want her to get burned. This is a half a cup, so we are going to put 1.5 cups of sugar in here. And then we will turn on the heat and start melting the sugar. I'm going to take and do the half. There we go. After your sugar melts, kind of take your potato masher, mash up some of that fruit, get it in there, mush it, release more of those juices. And then it's going to start to cook. It's going to have a whole bunch of bubbles. It's going to look like this. It's going to kind of rise and then fall some. And when it does, it will turn out to start looking like this, where your bubbles are bigger and they go bloop, bloop, instead of like pop, 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 pop. Wipe your rims. Make sure there is no debris on top, chips, dings, or dents. Don't want to put all that hard work to waste. You'd like it to sit on your shelf so you can eat it. And then we're going to put on our lids and rings, and we will water bath can this for 15 minutes. And then we'll have 3 jars of blueberry jam. I'm using my 4-jar canning lids. If you like, there is a link below. Go try them out. I have not had one not seal. They're pretty good. I'm going to put these 3 just in this pot, and while these are boiling, I'm going to go clean my pot. And we will get started with the next project. Put your lid on. It's going to come to a roaring boil. I did not get a picture of as many bags of cherries that we got, but we got 20 bags of cherries, which is 40 pounds of cherries. So here we are, pitting the cherries. Next year, I'm gonna get one of those devices that get the pits out, where you put them on there and you slam it down and the pits fall out. That's gonna be a lot easier. We're gonna make a simple syrup. It's gonna be 6 cups of water, 3 cups of sugar, and a splash of vanilla. And then bring that all up to a boil. Bring it on over and fill up your jars. These are just cherries cut in half, pitted. My kids like to open these and just eat them as is. You can also, again, make breads out of them and biscuits out of them. Not biscuits, muffins out of them. And if you want, you can also make a syrup for your pancakes out of them, where you just put them on the stove and kind of heat it up and mush them out. And then it will spread all over your pancakes with a delightful cherry syrup, if you will. And of course, when you do that, don't waste your juice. It's now cherry juice. So you can put your cherry juice in any of your baking that you do, or you can just add a bit of water to it, or sparkling water, and make it into a sparkling water drink. And here we are putting our 4 jars lids on. Nathan came up to help me put the rings on. Every time I'm doing something in the kitchen, as long as the kids can help and they're not going to get hurt, they are in the kitchen helping. And this is a big canning project. This took all week. All week we did cherries. Every day after work, we'd cut cherries. We'd put them in jars. We would water bath can these at 25 minutes because they're whole cherries. We also made some cherry jelly and some cherry preservatives every night. But now we are good on cherries. To make the cherry jelly, you're just going to take your pits, as you see here, put them in water and boil them. Look at that nice rich color. And then of course strain out your pits. And then put in your pectin into your sugar so it doesn't start to clump or become congealed and whatnot. Pour in your sugar with your pectin. That's what it looks like. It'll start to thicken and kind of bubble. And then add the calcium water because we used Pomona's pectin in this. And this is our jelly. When it starts to get the thick bloop bloop bubbles, then you know that it is ready and set up to go. Sorry about Cash. He got excited. And then you put them in your jars. Here we're doing little half pints. These are great like as gifts, or if you're having a small breakfast, then it's small enough where like you kind of use half of it and then half of it goes in the refrigerator and it's still good, and then you come back like a few days later and you only have to finish half instead of finishing a big one. And this is really easy to do. And again, you didn't waste the pits. You used every part of that cherry. Wipe your rims and put on your rings, your lids and rings. And then we water bath canned this for 15 minutes. Again, we used our 4 jars canning lids and rings. Madison was showing you we used rings too. Gotta hold those lids on somehow. Because I guess if you put it in the water, then it would just lift the ring up and then all your jelly and jam would come out in your water and it would be for naught. So yes, definitely put on the rings. But in our pot, we put all these in our water bath canner and we had double layered. So as long as your pot is big enough, double layer them. As long as you have one of those tin devices or silver devices that like hold it up, double layer them. But we got a lot of jelly out of those pits. Use everything. She keeps saying it's hot. It is hot. And this was one day of canning. And this is what it looked like every night on my counter. And here's another night. Madison is helping chop up the cherries. She cut them into a whole bunch of little pieces, so we used these for the jam or preserves, whichever you'd like to call it. But I have found it is easier when you take these and put them into the blender and blend them cold instead of putting them in the blender hot. So cut them up and stick them in the blender. Blend them to whatever consistency you like. If you like more chunks, then don't blend it as much. If you like chunks, then blend it up pretty good. But I think it's a lot easier to blend cold than hot, because I don't like it to splash out and sploosh, and then you're moving hot lava from one side of the kitchen to the other side of the kitchen. And these are preserves, so we are just going to stir this until it boils down into the consistency of jam. We're not going to add any of the Pomona's pectin to this. We are just going to stir and stir and stir. And after it boils down, it is a hot conglomerate lava. So be careful. And put it into your jars. And at the bottom of the screen, you can kind of see all of our already boiled pits waiting to go to be recycled into the compost. And take these out of the water bath canning after 25 minutes. They say you can do it at 15, But I do it at 25, just like you do the solid cherries, just because there's solid chunks in it. So I'm going to play safe instead of sorry. But also, don't forget to add your lemon juice when you're making your jams and jelly. So depending on how much you make, put the correct amount of lemon juice in there.
Cherries. And we need vinegar, and we have to keep these in here for 3 weeks. Mom, goodbye. Mom.
And that was Nathan telling you that we were making a strawberry vinaigrette. Again, another night done. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful canning adventure. And we will be participating in the Three Rivers Homestead Every Bit Counts Challenge. So stay with us. We got lots more preserving to do in the kitchen. Until then, please like and subscribe. See you next time.